Welcome back, everybody. I hope everyone had a fantastic holiday. Today I would like to bring you something I normally don't do on my channel, and that is the elusive book haul. So for Christmas, apparently I was dropping 1,000,001 hints that all I wanted was Chapters gift cards. For those of you who live in the States, Chapters is our Canadian equivalent of Barnes & Noble. I don't know if they have Chapters in the States, and we do not have a Barnes & Noble anywhere near I live. So I'm assuming one's American, one's Canadian. So apparently I dropped 1,000,001 hints for just Chapters gift cards because that is essentially what I got. I essentially just got Christmas money from some family and Chapters gift cards from everybody else. So I was brave and went out on Boxing Day and did some book shopping. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of demand for Boxing Day deals for books. Chapters' one and only deal was 30% off hardcovers, which isn't that bad, except one of my paperbacks ended up being more expensive than the hardback. So I received 2 actual books for gifts, and then I actually received 1 book for review, which I will start with. And that book is The Mountain Midwife by Lori Alice Ex. Again, I apologize for any butchering and maiming of authors' names on this channel. I recently joined the Fiction Guild. The Fiction Guild is a readers, bloggers, reviewers type group, which is through Zondervan and Thomas Nelson. So I was sent this for review. This is the first book I've ever been sent for review, so I'm really excited. I will be giving this a try, even though it is not typically something I will pick up, but regardless of whether or not I finish it, DNF it, or actually end up enjoying it, I will be posting some sort of a review or reasoning behind whatever the outcome may be. Even after reading the synopsis, I'm still not 100% sure what this book is even about. I know it is about a woman whose family has been midwives in the Appalachian Mountains for over 200 years, so she carries on this family tradition. And there's also a young man trying to figure out his birth mother. So other than that, I don't really know too much about what this book is about. The next 2 books were the only physical books that were given to me for Christmas presents. And the first one is Lost Ocean, a Joanna Basford coloring book. I got this in our Secret Santa gift exchange at work. I was super excited. One of the girls up front that I work with the most got it for me, and I was really excited that I got this one because it was either this or the Enchanted Forest that I wanted, and so I got the Lost Ocean. So now I have one of the Joanna Basford coloring books, and I'm excited. The next book was sent to me from a really close friend, and I'm so excited. I'm not surprised how perfectly she knew me and knew what I would like, but I didn't even know this book existed or was even coming out, and she pre-ordered for me the Doctor Who coloring book. I had no idea this existed or that this was coming out. It is amazing. I'm probably going to be using up a lot of blue and silver when I color this book, but I am so excited for this. The pictures are just so cool. There's the TARDIS here, and they even have the silhouettes of all 12 doctors. Here's 9. 9 is my doctor. 9 is my favorite doctor. And they have the silhouettes featuring some of their monsters, some of their key episodes. So there's the Silent Child. How scary was that episode? So this was awesome, and I was extremely excited, and I love friends that know me so well and know how much I love Doctor Who, even though I am still behind. No spoilers. The next 3 books I bought with my Chapters gift cards. I didn't even get a chance to use up all my Chapters gift cards. I thought I would be book crazy and just grabbing everything, but I didn't. I actually held back. I just want to throw in here, the reason I don't do a lot of book hauls on my channel is because I have responsibilities that my money needs to go elsewhere first. So I don't have a lot of book hauls on my channel, but I do take a lot of books out of the library, and I really like the try before you buy aspect of the library. So when I do get something like a gift card, I have books that I love, books that I want to reread, and books that I want to own already that I know I love and enjoy. So the gift of a gift card becomes that much more meaningful, and I can use it towards books I know I love and will enjoy again and again. So the 3 books I did pick up with my Chapters gift cards. The first one is The Choosing by Rochelle Decker. This was and probably is my favorite book of the year. I read it on Hoopla on my laptop as an ebook, and I read this book in one night, I swear. It is Not a thin book, but I could not put it down. I read it in one setting, and I don't do that very often, so that just tells you how much I loved this book. The next two books are no surprise that they are both Melanie Dickerson books. The first one being The Huntress of Thoroughbrick Forest. I have decided to no longer get Melanie Dickerson books out of the library. She will be an auto-buy author for me. I plan on just buying her books when I am able to, even if I have to wait a little while, but I just plan on buying her books because I love her stories. I love fairy tale retellings in a historical setting. They're just great, and this is her Swan Lake, Swan Princess retelling, and I loved it. It was so cheesy, so romantic, yet so good at the same time. The next one is one I have been anticipating by Melanie Dickerson, and that is The Golden Braid. The Golden Braid is her Rapunzel retelling in her Hagenheim fairy tale retelling series, and I own the first 5 books, so I'm really excited to get The Golden Braid finally. This is the only book so far that has been released in hardcover and has a different font, so I was a little disappointed that they're not going to match, but I also realized that they switched publishing from Zondervan to Thomas Nelson, so which would be the reason why the book format is different, but I'm not going to complain. It is a gorgeous book, and I got it 30% off. Yay, Boxing Day. The next 3 books I got with Christmas money that my grandpa sent me, and I went to our local Christian bookstore because these books I couldn't get at Chapters. The first book being Chivalrous by Diana Slayman again, sorry with author names. Chivalrous is the second book in the Valiant's Hearts trilogy. The first book in this trilogy was okay. It wasn't the best. I gave it a little too much hype when I first started BookTube because I was a little excited. But Courageous was fantastic to me just because I read it at a point in my life where I really needed something like this. And I was really excited to find a fiction book that kind of fit where I was in my life. So it was a fantastic book. I'll go a little bit more into it with my monthly wrap up and whatnot, but I was so excited to pick this one up. But this was one of the books on the top of my list to pick up with Christmas money, and I am so excited for the third book coming out, and that I think is going to be one of my most anticipated books of the release this year. The next 2 books would come as no surprise. I originally went into a Christian bookstore just to get Chivalrous, but then I saw these ones and they were reasonably priced, which is rare for a Christian bookstore because it's normally really expensive. But these were reasonably priced and they're ones I was wanting forever, and they are the last 2 books in the Anomaly trilogy, Luminary and Revolutionary. So I now own all 3 books in the Anomaly trilogy by Krista McGee, and if you're new to my channel, I talk about this a lot. It is my favorite trilogy of the year so far. So I was really excited. They were both sitting there at a reasonably good price, so I thought I cannot leave without them. They have to come home with me. So now I have them. And that is all I got for Christmas, so I was really excited. It's been a long time since I've been able to buy new books, and so the thrill of going shopping for new books alone and being able to leave and go home with a book was exciting and a gift in of itself. So I was really excited to get all those gift cards and be able to buy the books that I have loved this year and have wanted to own forever. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I will see you next time.